It is a fact that 6 out of 10 people who are married will go on to have an extramarital affair. The statistics are disturbing to say the least. And while the stats show that the number of women who cheat is increasing, the hard truth is that men make up the majority of cheating spouses. An extramarital affair can have devastating results on the marriage and the individuals involved. Should there be divorce proceedings, the finances, children, and a lot of other things will take a hard hit. The best way to avoid all these problems will be to stay faithful. This begets the question, why are men cheating on their wives? What makes them do it? While women often say that men can't be trusted, or they use terms like dogs to describe men's behavior, one needs to get to the root of this problem, and it can be summarized in one word: admiration. Men desire more than love. They also want to be admired. They want to feel the way they did when the relationship was all new and the women couldn't get enough of them. The cheating is a symptom and not a cause. Boredom, neglect, taking each other for granted and letting contempt seep in due to familiarity. These are the causes. While these causes do not justify the infidelity, they do explain it. Assuming that the man should stay faithful just because of the marriage vows is just not going to cut it. Women will need to put in the effort to keep the fire burning in their marriage. Of course, there will be women who scoff and say that the man needs to have good morals. But most often, this attitude will only put the marriage at risk. And you'll need to ask yourself, is it worth it? It's really easy to keep a man faithful. By understanding his emotions and sexual needs, you'll be able to make him desire you all the time. He will not have time to look at other women because he only wants you all the time. The Language of Desire has sold thousands of copies online and is a bestseller because it teaches women how to put the spark back in their marriage. This guide was created by Felicity Keith, and she had personal experience being in a marriage that was heading down a rut. Felicity had actually stumbled upon her spouse watching porn. This was a huge emotional blow to her. Why would he need to watch porn? Was he not satisfied with her? After overcoming her depression, Felicity decided to try and understand what makes a man desire a woman sexually. She tested out several methods, and she learned and discovered that there were certain techniques that were very effective. Seeing that millions of other women would benefit from this knowledge, she created the Language of Desire Guide. It has helped thousands of women to salvage their relationship and make their husbands look at them in a whole new light. Let's see what makes this guide so powerful. What you will love about Language of Desire. Language of Desire works on the premise that the brain is the biggest sexual organ in the body. If you know how to seduce a man's brain, you will have him excited and constantly desiring you. The Language of Desire Guide teaches you exactly how to go about doing that. The techniques in Felicity's guide are highly effective. Getting a man to have an erection will be easy if you apply the Pavlov's erection technique that you find in this guide. Just by sleeping with your man in the morning, you'll greatly reduce his desire to have an affair with someone at his workplace. Another point to note is that the man will now view his wife or girlfriend as a woman with sexual desires. So, he'll be more motivated to stay faithful and pleasure her before she finds another man to satisfy her. You're now in control of the relationship and not just a fixture in the background. This explains why men ogle at porn. The women are over the top. They're highly sexual and constantly moaning and screaming like they need it. And this is exactly what men want, but don't get from their wives. You'll also learn how to tap into his inner fantasies and bring them to reality with the erotic telepath technique. If a man's fantasies are satisfied, there's really no need for him to find another woman. In fact, the other woman will probably have no idea what to do either. Your husband likes porn? Use the porn destroyer method and you will kill his porn addiction. When real-life sex becomes more interesting than what he sees in a porn video, he'll not bother with porn. Usually, men turn to porn because their sex lives are boring, stale, or non-existent. The Language of Desire will add fire in your relationship and make porn look like a poor substitute. This is a comprehensive program. You get the 10 modules in written and audio format. This is to cater to both types of women, those who prefer reading and those who would rather hear it. The layout is neat, easy, and well laid out. Most women squirm when it comes to talking dirty. They have no idea what to say, and it all feels unnatural. The language of desire will show you how to dirty talk in a sexy way that is neither crude nor weird. Just by saying what matters, when it matters, is enough to drive a man wild. All you need to do is follow the tips in the guide. This product comes with several bonuses, but the one that is very useful and fun is the list of sexy texts that you can copy and send to your spouse when he's at work. He will be highly tempted and will be anticipating a good time with you when he gets home. The language of desire will show you how to develop a personality that exudes confidence, attractiveness, and a certain sexual magnetism that so few women have. You'll be the kind of woman that is classy and sexy. Men love women like these, and there is a fine line between being sexually confident and appearing like a woman who is overly horny. Language of desire will show you how to do it right. The language of desire is backed by a 60-day money refund policy in the event you're not satisfied with your purchase. What you need to know about language of desire. As with all things, there will be some inertia to overcome. You'll be asked to do things that you're not accustomed to. Women who are shy or do not initiate sex will find it difficult to do so. It's best to approach things slowly and make small changes. Every bit helps, and you'll gain confidence once you see that what you're doing is working and your partner is responding positively. This is a digital product that can only be accessed with a computer and an internet connection. Why you should get Language of Desire today. If you want to put the passion back in your marriage, the Language of Desire will help you to do it. Once your spouse is passionate about you, there's very little chance that he will try to graze on greener pastures. Most men have affairs because their sex lives have gone from fire to ice. Their wives become cold, and when they see another woman express some desire in them, they quickly feel their emotions stirred up, and they get passionate with the other woman. The language of desire will keep the fire burning in your relationship, and your man will not be able to get enough of you. He doesn't need another woman, because you're more than he can handle.